It is not an easy time to be a police officer, to say the least. The role that you all play in our community gets more and more complicated all the time by forces out of our control. Lawyers and judges, mayors and councils, and of course by events in places that are sometimes far off, like Baton Rouge and St. Paul and Dallas.
I'm disturbed at some of the things that are going on in the country, and what happened in Dallas last night is just such a horrendous, awful situation that, you know, our country needs to unite and not separate, and this is really becoming a very difficult, and my heart goes out to, you know, anybody who would lose their life, and especially the officers who were responding to a peaceful protest that was going on.
After last night's incident in Dallas, it certainly makes today a very somber day for law enforcement. It's very sad that we've come to the point where officers are, being executed, ambushed, the way that this occurred last night. And so absolutely the reality of where we're at in this country with policing and community relations and trust and lack of trust, we certainly understand in our profession, and I think just in general in our country, that we have a long way to go. But certainly my heart goes out to those officers and their families and the Dallas Police Department.
The senselessness of the targeting, as it appears, is something that is a concern. There's no doubt that as the officers in Dallas are at work today, the officers in Montgomery County and the city of Gaithersburg are at work today, thinking of their fellow officers, but also always thinking in the back of their mind their safety. Always having their head on a swivel, as we would say, to make sure they are always looking behind themselves as well as around and in front to see what may be ahead. And it's something that is our folks face every day.
They dedicate their lives to saving people, and that they would have to be placed in harm's way, or were placed in harm's way, and that they will not be coming home to their children and to their families. It's just heartbreaking.
Regardless of what we may or may not think about what has happened in Louisiana or Minneapolis, or Minnesota, I should say, one thing we do know is that violence is never the answer to some of the issues that we're all dealing with. So there will be many meetings that we will have, certainly as we did in light of Ferguson and some other more infamous incidents. We'll be talking about policy, we'll be talking about community relations, we'll continue to talk about transparency and many, many other things that we should be talking about as an agency, and of course, as public safety. But this morning, in memory of all of those who have lost lives, regardless of their police officers or not, we do just want to take maybe 30 seconds and a moment of silence, if you would join me, please. Thank you all very much.